ang appeal lang po is humanitarian treatment, and ang appeal po is that we do it as a country. So first step ang Senate, but I'll use this podium to appeal to Malacanang, might disagree very much with the Dutertes now, with all his children or most of his children, with some of his grandchildren, with people who claim to be Duterte diehard supporters. But again, balik tayo sa humanitarian.
This resolution will further divide our nation. But I rise to explain my vote in favor of a Senate resolution requesting the International Criminal Court to place former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte under house arrest rather than continued detention at the ICC facility in The Hague while awaiting trial for crimes against humanity. Mr. President, my decision is not a judgment on the merits of the case. The charges will be heard and decided by the proper tribunal. Rather, my vote is guided by humanitarian considerations. Former President Duterte is now 80 years old. According to reports, his health is deteriorating.
Kung tunay ngang may sakit ang dating Pangulo, hindi ba't ang solusyon ay dalhin sila sa ospital sa The Hague, Netherlands, habang binibigyan ng angkop na tulong at suporta mula sa Philippine Embassy doon? Mga kasama, ang mga atrocities ng tinatawag na war on drugs ay hindi mga guni-guni lamang. Sila ay mga winasak na buhay ng libo-libong mga mahihirap na Pilipino. Sila ay mga hiyaw ng mga nanay at tatay na ang mga anak kailanman ay hindi na umuwi. Sila ay mga walang markang libingan at yung kultura ng impunity na hanggang ngayon nagmumulto sa ating lipunan.
I'll proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, yung akin dito hindi politika. Hindi na politika po. Whether I'm administration or on the other side, I'm for the country. You know that. I'm for the Senate. I believe in the Senate. And I believe the leaders of the Senate, the leadership of the Senate, and of course the leaders of our country. We want our country to move forward. I remember also former President Joseph Estrada was given hospital arrest, and he was also given he was accorded certain liberties even when he was arrested. Former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo also was given hospital arrest and given certain liberties also while arrested. Ako, hindi na po ito politika. Huwag nyo nang isipin, DDS o Marcos or kabila. Hindi po. Ito po, I'm speaking as a son who has a father that has the same illnesses that the President is feeling right now.
May basehan para sa humanitarian consideration dahil may edad na, hinihingi ng isang paraan para ma-house arrest. May basihan po ito base sa mga argumento na nabanggit kanina. Subalit, gaya ng nabanggit kanina ng ating majority leader na si Senator Zubiri, sinabi niya magagalit ang mga biktima ng EJK. Libo-libo ang pinatay. Libo-libo pa ang nawalan ng ama, ng ina, ng anak, na ang hiling ay hustisya. Saan tayo? Humanitarian consideration o sa mga daing ng hinihiling ang hustisya?
If we will use the reason as a humanitarian, that's why we have to put the former President Rodrigo Duterte under house arrest, I will vote yes. But it should be proven na meron po siyang sakit. Kasi yun po yung lumalabas sa balita na may sakit po siya, matanda na siya, hindi siya kumakain, hindi siya nakakatulog. Then if it's true, I'll cast my vote as yes. Pero without proof na yun nga talaga ang totoong pangyari, then I will abstain. Thank you, Mr. President.
Is abstention.
Abstention po ako.
Yeah.
Brief explanation, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
First of all, Mr. President, again, with all due respect din sa mga nagsalita before us who opposed, yung resolution po na ito, kasama lahat ng resolution po na final ng iba't ibang mga miyembro ng Senado, are within the rules of the ICC. Linawin ko po yun kasi parang sinasabi, ito yung mga president, ito yung pwede, ito hindi pwede. Galing nung research nyo, pero ang magde-decide pa rin yan ICC. At ang basehan ng decision nila ay hindi yung presidents ng ibang mga miyembro kasi iba-iba yung sitwasyon natin sitwasyon ng mga accused. So yung rules. Pangalawa po, lahat ng resolution na final natin kasama kay Majority Leader is consistent with each and every human rights convention that the Philippines signed. So what I want to emphasize, Mr. President, is iba ang vengeance sa justice Ang vengeance is an emotional impulse of someone who is a victim of injustice. In Tagalog, gusto niyang gantihan. Ang justice, hustisya, ay well-defined sa international community, and I know that as a former Secretary of Foreign Affairs. At yan po ay nakatala sa ating konstitusyon, sa international conventions, sa human rights, etc., pati sa ICC. At pag ikaw ay hinuhusgahan pa lang o ikaw ay kinakasuhan pa lang, in fact, na-postpone yung yung confirmation of charges kasi tinitignan pa nga kung maiintindihan ng akusado yung i-accuse sa kanya. So, kasama lahat po dyan sa justice is hindi mo muna gagantihan siya habang siya ay innocent until proven guilty. Tignan niyo halimbawa si dating Senador Leila de Lima. Wag na yung ibang mga senador, di ba? Grabe din po ang akusasyon sa kanya, droga. Pero pumayag po lahat. Pati po ang pinakagalit sa kanya na out of humanitarian, meron siyang detention facility sa Camp Crame, no? At meron siyang cellphone at nakakapag-function pa rin siya dito. So lastly, Mr. President, I will not argue anymore whether the war on drugs was a maniac killing everyone or the war on drugs was precisely to protect the Filipinos, because replay na to Ilang beses na napaliwanag to, the facts, ilang beses na present sa international community at saka dito. Just one point, Mr. President. Nung tinignan natin yung dami na namatay nung Aquino administration, ay sing dami nung namatay nung first 2 years nung Duterte administration. Except that during the Aquino administration, through Senator De Lima, kinalitan nila yung definition ng EJK. EJK, kapag yan ay labor union, yan ay human rights leader na napatay. Pero pag ordinaryong tao na napatay, hindi EJK. Biglang pagdating ni Duterte, lahat ng patay na hindi natural causes, EJK. Pero pag kinumpare mo, there was 13 to 16,000 every year in the Aquino, and even before Aquino. So again, Mr. President, we're not here to debate that. History will judge.
Precisely.
Our courts here, the DOJ will that. I just have to reply, Mr. President, kasi nga it was brought up as if yun ang dinidebate natin. Ang dinidebate natin humanitarian. Humanitarian ay walang pakialam sa feelings ng mga posibleng biktima. Kasi ang hustisya po ay bulag. Ay nakatakip po yung mata para nga walang makita, no? So even if I was a victim of a crime here, no, at masakit na makita akong magpiyansa or may house arrest yung inaakusahan ko. Kung yun ang batas at pwede, hindi po dahilan na si Alan ayaw yun. So I vote yes, Mr. President, and I thank our colleagues for putting this on the floor. Thank you, Mr. President.
To afford PRRD with the optimal condition of his detention that will be beneficial for his physical and mental health, while taking into consideration the the plight of the families who are seeking justice for the alleged crimes against humanity. I am supportive of any efforts to bring comfort to PRRD and to uplift his well-being during this crucial time. However, my choice or decision in my conscience, might even help in further dividing the nation. Therefore, I register an abstention.